Imagine yourself staying in a hotel in downtown Los Angeles, surrounded by a mystery that still haunts investigators and curious minds today. At the heart of this chilling story is Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old woman who disappeared without a trace in 2013. What happened in the final days of her life defies logic and leaves even the most skeptical feeling uneasy. Her story starts like many others, with a solo trip to explore the world. But what began as an adventure turned into a grim nightmare, ending with her mysterious death at the infamous Cecil Hotel. Known for its dark reputation and connections to paranormal events, the hotel became the last stage of her life. Today, we'll delve into the details of this real and unsettling case. Get ready to uncover the facts, theories, and events that continue to haunt anyone who dares to investigate. Elisa Lam was a Canadian student who decided to travel alone across the United States. Excited to discover new cities, she documented her journey on social media, sharing her thoughts and experiences with her followers. Her trip seemed to be going well until she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a building with a dark and infamous past. Located in an area known as Skid Row, the hotel had been the site of suicides, violent crimes, and even served as a temporary home for serial killers. Its most infamous guests included the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, and Jack Unterweger, a journalist convicted of several murders. Despite its sinister reputation, Elisa chose to stay there, likely attracted by the affordable price and central location. In the first few days of her stay, Elisa appeared to be fine. Hotel staff described her as polite, but noted that her behavior was somewhat erratic. She initially shared a room with other guests, but was later moved to a private room after complaints about strange behavior, such as leaving cryptic notes for her roommates and talking loudly to herself. Security cameras captured her wandering different areas of the hotel until January 31st, the day she was last seen. As Elisa explored Los Angeles, her social media posts reflected a mix of optimism and curiosity. She wrote about her visits to tourist attractions, but also shared introspective thoughts, occasionally mentioning her struggles with mental health. Close friends and family described Elisa as a creative and sensitive person who dealt with episodes of depression and anxiety, making her more vulnerable. Elisa Lam's disappearance caught the attention of both the police and the media, but it was the elevator footage that truly captivated and terrified the public. In the surveillance video, Elisa is seen behaving strangely, pressing multiple buttons, peeking out of the elevator as if someone is following her, and making inexplicable hand gestures. Oddly, the elevator doesn't move. Elisa repeatedly steps in and out of the elevator, looking down the hallways as if she is searching for something or trying to escape. This video, which went viral, raised numerous questions. Was Elisa running from someone? Or was she experiencing a psychotic episode? The interpretation remains unclear, but the eerie atmosphere of the footage is undeniable. Some analyses suggest the video might have technical glitches or unexplained edits, adding to the mystery. Theories quickly began to emerge. Some believed Elisa was being pursued, possibly by someone or something invisible. Others suggested her actions were the result of hallucinations brought on by her bipolar disorder. Body language experts analyzed Elisa's movements, noting signs of panic and confusion. Meanwhile, the internet buzzed with speculation, from supernatural theories to conspiracy claims involving the hotel staff. For weeks, there were no signs of Elisa. The investigation seemed to stall until hotel guests began complaining about the water supply. They reported low water pressure, a strange color, and an unpleasant taste. When the maintenance team inspected the water tanks on the roof, they made a horrifying discovery. Elisa Lam's decomposing body was found inside one of the tanks. The tank, which had a heavy lid that was difficult to open, seemed like an improbable place for her to enter on her own. How she got there baffled everyone. The rooftop doors were locked, accessible only to hotel staff, and no alarms had been triggered. Furthermore, no security cameras captured her presence on the roof. The coroner ruled Elisa's death an accidental drowning, with no signs of trauma on her body. However, the toxicology report revealed minimal traces of her bipolar medication, suggesting she might have stopped taking it. While this could explain her erratic behavior, it didn't solve the mystery of how she ended up in the water tank. Elisa's death was officially classified as an accidental drowning, but this conclusion failed to satisfy those following the case. Conspiracy theories ranged from premeditated murder to supernatural involvement. Some believe Elisa was the victim of a malevolent presence in the Cecil Hotel, notorious for being a cursed location. Others point to her history of bipolar disorder, speculating that a psychotic episode led her to the tragic situation. Some even draw parallels between her death and the plot of the movie, Dark Water, which bears an eerily similar storyline. Darker theories suggest the possibility of a cover-up. How did Elisa gain access to the roof? Why didn't the alarms go off? The idea that someone at the hotel might have been involved is often discussed, though no concrete evidence has been found. Additionally, the Cecil Hotel's historical context fuels these speculations. Reports of paranormal phenomena, combined with the long list of tragedies that have occurred there, lead many to believe dark forces might be at play. Elisa, due to her emotional vulnerability, may have been more susceptible to such influences. The case of Elisa Lam continues to fascinate and terrify people. Documentaries, books, and even TV series have been inspired by her story. The Cecil Hotel remains shrouded in mystery, now closed and rebranded under a new name. Elisa's story raises questions not only about her tragic death, but also about the impact of the environment on her mental and physical health. What truly happened to Elisa Lam on that fateful night? We may never know. What we can say for certain is that her story remains a haunting reminder of how the unknown can be utterly terrifying. Meanwhile, independent detectives and paranormal researchers continue to investigate the case. The search for answers is relentless, fueled by human curiosity and the desire to understand the inexplicable. Elisa Lam is no longer just a name in a police file. She has become a symbol of mystery and the fragility of the human condition when faced with the unknown.